Clinton's strong debate performance appeared to trigger a rise in U.S. stock futures, the Asian markets, even the Mexican peso. Analysts say it's not because the financial markets like her policies more, Vlad. It's because they view her as more predictable than Donald Trump when it comes to trade and foreign policy.
All right, Nancy, let's start with the debate. Clinton's campaign is claiming victory. Both campaigns are, in fact, spinning. But was it the great lift that the Clinton folks hoped it'd be, or should they be worried that Trump could retool his message and come roaring back in the second debate?
I think they know that they're going to see a more combative Donald Trump than they saw in the first debate. He's already said that that's the case. But I don't think that they ever expected that they would be able to land some kind of knockout punch in the first debate and then they could go skipping all the way till Election Day. Our elections are just too close for that kind of thing. And it's still too early to say how much this one debate is going to move the needle, if at all. She was moving in the wrong direction before this debate, and she was watching her lead narrow in a number of states. And so the question is, was she at least able to stabilize the polls, and can she see some kind of a bounce from it? And can she build on that in the next couple of debates? She called Donald Trump's comments today about foreign policy in the debate dangerously incoherent. And so I think you can expect to hear more of that argument in the second debate, where we're told that foreign policy will be an even bigger focus.
Nancy, Donald Trump was the one who first referenced his temperament, and Tuesday morning, Hillary Clinton responded. I want to play a little bit of that for our viewers.
Well, I think his demeanor, his temperament, his behavior on the stage could be seen by everybody, and people can draw their own conclusions. And I thought on several occasions he was making charges and claims that were demonstrably untrue, offering opinions that I think a lot of people would find offensive and off-putting. He can run his campaign and present himself however he chooses.
So, Nancy, how is the campaign seizing on Donald Trump and his quote-unquote temperament?
Well, Clinton there was actually far more measured than her campaign has been. They have been describing Donald Trump's performance as unhinged, even deranged. They said that he lied over and over again. That's pretty hyperbolic. But basically, the argument that they are making is that anytime Clinton baited him even slightly, he took that bait and ran with it and spent all of his time defending himself. They say he even lied today about his lies last night and claimed that he didn't say things last night that he did. And so they are going to continue to prosecute this case against Donald Trump the way they see it. They just have more material now for her to use on the stump and in campaign ads. She really relished today here in Raleigh going after him for some of the things that he said last night, most notably on his tax returns, on profiting off of the financial collapse. And so you're going to hear more of that on the campaign trail going forward. She's going to be in 4 different battleground states over the next 4 days, trying to make up for some lost time because she spent so much time preparing instead of campaigning last week.
And Nancy, there's a pro-Clinton super PAC that's already out with a campaign ad entitled My Temperament. It's always amazing to me how quickly these super PACs get these ads out there.
Right. Well, what they do is they kind of prepare for things that they think they'll hear in the debate, and then they hear it and they drop it in. In this case, they knew that something having to do with Trump's demeanor would have to come up at the debate. And so they prepared a string of clips of him saying things that are sort of out there and combative. And then they just dropped in right at the beginning of it, Trump saying last night that he's got the greatest temperament around, a claim that actually drew some laughter in the debate hall. So you get a sense of how both campaigns are capitalizing on what happened last night. I'm sure you will see ads from Donald Trump's campaign that have things that he said about trade last night in the debate because they believe that that was his strongest argument last night. And they think that reporters and Beltway types are underestimating how powerful that argument about trade leading to job losses is among a lot of voters in this country.
Nancy Cordes for us tonight. Thank you, Nancy.